Is it showing? Is it showing that now? Oh, it's private. Okay. Privacy, private. I forget how to do that. Yes. It's been a while. I had to update the title because that would be misleading. Okay. The stream's current bit rate is lower than recommended. Right. That's false. We recommend 13,000. No. How about that? You changed your name, DAQ Studios Official. What was it before? I'm testing the quality of this because I'm gonna be playing Ruin, and there's a good reason for that. I'm using it as screen caps, screenshots, because I decided that the entirety of Volume 4 is just gonna use security breach. Literally, just gonna use security. I was gonna plan on using AI. I was gonna like take screenshots of security breach and then try to make it like AI recreate it to like give it like the gacha club look, but it didn't work. So I'm just gonna go with this. I realized that security breach actually does not look as realistic as I thought. I thought it would look uncanny, to be honest, but it doesn't. What was I doing before? What was I doing? Animated. This stream says that I need 1300 for good, but I don't think so. If you guys start seeing pixelation, that's what I care about mostly. So yeah, like I said, I'm not streaming Ruin today. It's gonna be tomorrow at 6 p.m. This is mainly for quality because Ruin is dark. Ruin is extremely dark, and I don't know about you guys, but darkness in games heightens pixelation a lot. Makes it bad. So here's me cheating now. Yeah, see this, I think, oh. God. Forgot this, it does that. This should be the front entrance right here. No, Undertale I was going to, so like, see, the game looks fine, honestly. It works with backgrounds, honestly. I generated, like, I took a photo of like this, for instance, and I threw it into AI, and I told it to recreate it, giving it a cartoony feel, which is kind of redundant considering, but I wanted to give most of Gacha Club's, Gacha Life's, Gacha Anything studio even, which is very old. Most of their backgrounds can be pretty lame looking, honestly. Generic concept art style backgrounds for the most part. Really? This game's not that scary. I mean, I guess if the real scary thing is coming out of this elevator on the other side. What awaits you is the scariest thing in the game that scares you 3 times in total and 1 time in Ruin with a different look. So I just took some screenshots before making this. And again, I was coming through here. The part that got the reason why I'm going to be streaming Ruin is because I need to include the digital world. Okay? But I'm here because this is where if you guys remember the ending of volume 4, sorry, the ending of volume 3 was right by these steps, right? Well, if you discount the stuff that happens right over here. Yeah, so they go up the steps, right? And I planned it through here, and then I came and I got stuck at this because it's Vanny. But the thing is, Ruin changes this area, and I don't want to take a screenshot of this area because the digital world will still technically uses the background of the actual Ruin landscape. So I need an area that works. So I decided to just straight up skip this and come back to it later. Is there any pixelation? I'm literally flying around on purpose for that reason. Oh, lag. Maybe I should go to oh, look, there's Roxy.
Still loves me, right?
What the? Literally everyone. It's not even a lie. Literally everyone does. Or at least 90%. I am. I've been AWOL for a while. Afton. Yeah, people consider. Wow. Okay. The rendering. There seems to be some different hitboxes. Actually, I think the game doesn't. I think that the height of the ceiling is not actually what it looks like. Because the rendering thing doesn't happen until you step outside of the area, the zone. Hold on a sec. What? I wasn't even that high. This should be the stage. Sorry, this should be the... This area, yeah, right here. So if I go above this, I'll black out. Yeah, okay. Then, yeah, that's the thing.
Where are you?
I actually, to be fair, I thought about looking at how they
I
walk, just to
need
be,
a little work done.
you know, maybe I'm thinking a little too hard about this because, like, side view, obviously, because you can only ever do side view. It would be impossible. It would literally, I would have to do some absolutely like million hours of doing it to get that to work. Like, her walk's not that
I'm not
crazy.
a loser.
Yeah. I don't know where Chica is. I think she's still in the dirt. And by dirt, I mean the trash, which... The hell is that? What? What? I don't remember them. So I don't remember there being that many of them here. The hell? This is the scary zone, I guess you could say, the scary part of the game. Where is the area? Right? It's below here, right? No, wait. I remember. It's where Freddy was laying down. That's the entrance. Come on, up here. There we go. Where was Freddy injured that one time? No, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go like secret hunting or anything. Do you think the secret room is loaded in here? Do you think it's loaded in here? No, apparently not. The door's here though. That's weird. What? The door is here. I don't even think this is the right door. Doesn't this wall just open? And then it just leads in? It's unfortunate that I can't include that because I'm not including Ruin. Like, Ruin's landscape is like more like volume. Where was Freddy? It was... You can just go down here again. Oh my god, bro. Dude. She just teleported. Dude, I moved 2 centimeters. Okay. It was over here. Right here. Okay. I need to find out where Chica is. Right? This is the way? I'm pretty sure you have to come through up from here to get back here, right? I don't remember. I guess I could just go to the trash compactor and go down, but I don't think that's how it works. Could have sworn. What's my favorite animatronic? Glamrock Chica. Not... Probably not the choice people expected. I'll just go all the way down. And just wait. This is probably... No, that's that. It's probably those 2 doors over there, unless that's Afton's area. I don't. No, this would have to be this is too far down. I'm gonna call him Afton, because in this game he was referred to as such and not some loser. Oh, never mind. What am I saying? I think I found it. This would... Chica roams this area, right? This is like her area when you shatter her. Also, Vanny shows up here as well. Apparently she's scavenging in the trash. Yeah, she runs at you right here. Okay. Oh boy, any frame drops? Mimic's a loser? Yeah, dude's a loser, bro. Alright, Weasel. He's well, here's Roxy, which is gonna teleport, watch. Guaranteed. As soon as this wants to load. Anytime now.
I just need a little work done.
Okay, so it's not rendering anymore. I'm gonna do something incredibly dumb. Okay, well that's interesting. Alright, cool. Hey Roxy, what's up? You can't run backwards? What a loser, bro. You know, I should probably not include this game's AI problems in the story, because if I were, it would be so easy to outrun her. I'm like, you know, William just sidesteps her, but like, wow, that was so hard. Literally just walking in circles. Are you shitting me?
I am still beautiful.
Yeah, I was bugged. Oh yeah, did the stream quality shit itself when the static appeared? Yeah, lame jump scare. There we go, finally back. Oh my god, I didn't want to do that. Oh shit. You think you would think that, like, cuz like bad ending, right? Bad ending, he just ditches Freddy, Gregory. You'd think he would get all his parts returned to him, right? Cuz like that's where that's the events of volume 4. Gregory's not in the building anymore. He decided to nope out. He's living in a cardboard right now because Vanny doesn't have the time to, you know, complete that sequence. So, because I almost forgot that his hands change and his eyes also change. Undertale, did you see any any issues? Like, did the stream quality go down or anything? What? Oh wow, you remember that part? That detail under fire? Sorry, Undertale, my guy. I keep forgetting. Roxy just discovered where I was randomly for no reason. Oh, right. I'm just right there. Wait, am I gonna get jump scared? No?
You can't hide forever.
I'm in free cam, so technically I still physically exist. By the way, in case you're curious. So this is pristine AI right here. Look at that. I wasn't even moving.
Hear you. I heard that.
You remember that detail.
Hear you.
Yo, Arena, take a look
Who's
at this
there?
glorious AI. So I'm in free cam. Free cam does not delete my existence. Like, I'm still here. I haven't moved. But yeah, that's digital glitch trap got mad at Vanny because she failed to capture Gregory. But she doesn't get the chance to go and get him in the alleyway like in the original events because she's obviously distracted by my story's events.
You can't
So
hide
Gregory,
forever.
we're using the bad ending because that keeps all the animatronics alive. Because if I
heard that.
recall, they just come back anyway at the end of the bad ending. They're all just fine and dandy, back to normal. And then Vandy comes and meets him, presumably just stabs him to death. I don't know, takes him. I'll probably talk more about Volume 4 in the next stream. This was just a test. This is mainly just a test. Is DAQ Studios official still in here? You Undertale. I'm not sure if Mysterious is still here. To be fair, Gregory's kind of a dick, honestly.
But he still loves me.
The
right?
the first words this guy ever says is, "Will you shut up?" Like, amazing. Truly epic. And then he tries to pretend to be scared. Like, who are you fooling exactly? Huh? Oh, I still have my flashlight on.
I'll hear you.
Thing is that I think that she's bugged because I am in free cam, but the moment I get out of free cam, I'll immediately die. But let's see what that... Actually, you know what?
I know you're there.
Oh, there she is. What the...
Who's
Yo,
there?
what? She appeared out of nowhere, bro. All right, let me get a good look at you. Start walking, you know? That'd be great. Uh-oh. I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared. Yo, what? Alright, confirmed. Chica's better than Roxy. It's clear, because Roxy spent the last 10 minutes doing nothing. And then the moment Chica shows up, she's like, there's something wrong. Clearly. And then just immediately jump scares me. What? Oh, that theory is stupid. I'll never agree disagree with that theory ever. People, like, just like MatPat, everyone always has to, like, jump on the same sort of, like, you know, things. Like, oh, it's gotta be returned again. No, I think just like, I think he's gone, honestly. Like, canon storyline here, not Volume 4. I think he's dead. Yeah, I think he burned alive, literally. Michael. People thinking Michael's like Freddy or something. This area is gonna be important for the story. So I don't think it's really like, you can make your own assumptions. So every single, and I mean every single one, every single like area that has a quote unquote security like room, a security room, is gonna be important in every way. Let's just say this, I think this is like obviously the DJ area, right? But I think it also acts as a security area, right? Because like there's nothing else in here. You'd have to control this entire room from here, right? So that's what I'm going for, because that's what the security rooms tend to do. They control pretty much everything. So there's another one over here, right? And you know what? Let me just place this kid somewhere that he doesn't get seen. And then go through the walls to see the abyss again. Actually, I don't want that to happen this time. I'm just gonna... It's a bit laggy because I'm moving at light speed. Jesus. So here's one. Actually, you know what? You've seen this. People have already seen this room in Volume 3. I mean, it's not Security Breach's version. It's Gary's mod's version, but it is in the volume. It is in one of the episodes. I don't know which side I showed, but it's one of them. What is J-Gems? J-Gems. Actually, I should probably take the time to find where the security rooms are here, because like I don't remember all of them. Interview series. Oh right. J-Gems is what, the guy's name? There's one there. Huh. I could try to pull a book on me on this and make that anything. Unfortunately, in the games, those things don't mean shit. There's one in Blast, the main lobby, right? Oh no. Yeah, there it is. Nonsense. Like, watch. I guarantee you she'll probably teleport. Assuming this wants to load. Don't make me have to die again. There it is. See, she vanished. This isn't the security office I'm thinking of, but I mean, I guess, no, this doesn't really count. This is like a receptionist area. What we need is... Okay. Yo, Mysterious, you still in here? Okay, so this is a bit of a problem. I actually need to know where Phaser Blaster is. I never Phaser Blast. I have only these things to guide my path. This is the bowling area. Does this have a security? Yeah, this is not. You know, it's interesting because in Ruin, this entire place is covered. And there's also the losers, the music mans running around. Just amazing. This elevator is the one I entered by Phaser Blast. It doesn't it doesn't connect to Phaser Blast. That's just weird. Unless it's down instead of up. Maybe I should go down. Or maybe it's right here where the literal Phaser Blast doors are. I'll be streaming for a little bit. How did I miss this? What the hell? Yeah, this isn't cheating. This is very normal. In fact, just always had that. Yeah, always had the balloon. I mean, I could literally have anything I want. How did I not have Helpy? Or this? Or this? Or Nightmare Helpy? I didn't even know there was a Nightmare Helpy. Alright. There is a security room in this area, right? Oh, there's the thing, right? Take care. I'll probably still be here depending on whether or not these security rooms are hard to find. I need, if only Mysterious's encyclopedia could be like scanned into my brain, you know. I think he would have, I'm sure he memorized every single grain of dust in this game, right? Because like Alright, actually I'm learning information. I noticed. Yeah, thank you, Marina. I'll be continuing Volume 4. Unlike the last episode took forever, I will definitely be continuing this time. I noticed that what's-his-face's initials are not on here. So we can say for certain he never played them. I just needed to know that because there's a particular reason for why I care. Alright, there is a security room in here. It's over here. Here it is. Yes, take take care. Who knows? I'll probably still. All right, so there's one in there's one in the pizzeria area. The area that leads down to Chica's area. Right? Or am I tripping? It was like a long... No, that's Monty. Is that Monty? Where do you get the fast cam again? I remember a long hallway. That's all I remember. Long hallway. I think that isn't. No, it's probably Monty. It's definitely Monty. It has to be. There's no other way. There's no. Well, there's Freddy just hanging out over here. What? Why is he over? Being Fazbear Entertainment suddenly come back after. You know what I noticed? This place is, I think, surrounded by forest. Because if you look outside the front door, where am I? This should be the area, right, with the elevator. Oh yeah, there's the thing. If you look outside the front door, it's not a parking lot. I could have sworn I thought it was like a giant parking lot. You'd make sense because malls tend to have giant parking lots, but no. In fact, it's trees. Really bizarre. Like what? Well, it's got like a sidewalk that kind of leads all over there, and there seems to be a building there, and I have absolutely no reason why they would even add that. I can't go any further because that's actually not part of the map, but it seems like they built their big mega pizzaplex in the middle of, like, I wouldn't say a forest, but it's not exactly open, you know? Like, screams come here, this is where we are kind of thing. Random nugget. Sun and Moon are your favorite? They are, yeah, those two are definitely interesting. Unfortunately, I tried to think about including them, but they're just too... I guess I'm just gonna say they're just too hard to implement. Alright, so there's a security office right here. There's two, I think. The one in here. No, this is the break room. Different. It's this one. Right. This is a security office. Interesting layout for a security office. It's very familiar. But so this matters. I don't remember where the security nodes are in Ruin. I'll actually be playing that. I won't be cheating. There is one over here, right? This is the first one you ever encounter, is right over here. This is also where you encounter Chica, right? Now this one is, you know, I think I might write a dialogue about how similar this one is. Like, well, that's interesting, you know. Doesn't this look familiar? I don't know if anyone's gonna be meeting anyone in this room particularly, so they would just be talking to themselves. The only ones that are gonna be coming here are probably after. Oh, they all died a certain way, like the way Susie died. No. Technically, I was thinking. I don't know. I was thinking wrong. I think she was just lured away. I don't know about that one. I feel like they were all just lured away and then killed before they even had a chance to understand what was happening. I'm sure they were alive up until a point. Like, you don't just immediately die when you get stabbed, right? So, like, they probably watched as they were stabbed over and over again until they ceased, pretty much. This is, oh, I remember this. This is from the trailer that they never bothered to include. Where am I now? Oh, now I'm in. Okay, so there's a security office down here. It's identical to the one upstairs, which is right here. So, what was that? Oh, look. This is what I wanted. Alright, so walk. Yeah. Yeah, no. No. Yeah, I think your even your regular walk is always like swaggery. Like you're always Chica looks like she's always limping, to be honest, when she walks. Even before being shattered. I say limping, but like it's like she doesn't want to move. Just wants to eat all day. I thought about like what I'm doing here is I thought about like tracing how they moved in order to like make them move in Gacha Club in the exact same way, but like I ain't messing with that. No sir. Yeah, she's got like that weird walk too. I mean, I guess she's literally, her head's twirling around as we're talking, but she got messed up. I know Monty got like cut in half, but she got messed up. So yeah, as I was saying before she showed up, this area, right? This is technically an entrance. This is also important. What am I hearing? Oh, that's her. Mysteria said like one thing and then vanished. He said testing, and that was it. I don't think there's any other security things down here. I'm trying to remember them all now. I think I've been to most of them actually. Is there
all of the security rooms that I'm thinking of are the ones that you get the key cards from?
Oh, I almost just completely forgot. I need to go to the garden. I need to go to the garden. That's the most important of them all because it's the central. I just don't know how to get there from here. Like, where am I going here? What is... No, that's not... Oh, right over here. No, not over there. Dude. I think it's on the... I think it's on the opposite side, actually. We need to create multiple felons with extreme precision. Would that be would that be okay?
Still beautiful.
Yeah, pretty much. Gregory, let's stay behind and just straight up. Wait, where am I? Well, this is a security office. Oh wait, no, this is it. This is the one. Yeah, this room everything is going to be going on here, at least for a for a specific character. This so you got all the security rooms, you got the pathways that lead to them. Now, thing is, I'm not gonna follow traditional paths. I'll probably just create my own. I mean, for the most part, I'll be following the layout of the building and just making screenshots. But I'm not, like, I could be making screenshots right now, but I'm not gonna do that because I want everything to kind of just flow in a line, a straight narrow line, and just do everything one after the other. Like, so-and-so. But I think parts and service doesn't have a security room. It's just parts and service, right? Broken answers, destroyed animatronics. I'm gonna go to bed. I haven't slept. That's right. I haven't. She's wondering why I'm still up. I haven't slept that. Well, that's just weird. What is this? What is this? What is that reflection? Yeah, I saw that you said broken answers, and I was like, what? Broken animatronics. Destroyed animatronics with Freddy and Gregory standing over them doing the oh yeah, the SFM source filmmaker or Blender even videos, yeah. There's a few of them. That's where people got the whole, that's where the meme of like Afton in a wheelchair came from. Pretty sure Afton in a wheelchair. Doesn't really work now. Burn Trap is, you know. Mimic just doesn't deserve to look like that, man. Just doesn't. Yeah, I didn't sleep because I needed to fix my sleep schedule. I'm still like I'm still unsure of where I'm gonna go with this, but for tomorrow, Ruin, I will be doing that. Taking pictures of all the security nodes. I might. Yeah. Alright, well. I guess that's it. Test complete. I've been flying around just on purpose, just to keep like things rendering, because like that's the main issue. Did the stream lag, like, buffer? The Mimic just doesn't deserve to be recognized or look like Burn Trap was probably the coolest Springtrap design, honestly. Aside from his OG and not, you know, Jimmy Neutron Trap, you know. Regular Springtrap and Burn Trap are probably the coolest versions of Springtrap. And lo and behold, it's not even him. It's a fake. But yeah, did the stream lag at any point? Because that's really what matters. Like, cause I don't know if I'll be playing Ruin for 8 hours like I did the original live stream, but I will definitely be playing it for a while. The lag you probably... No, I'm not talking about in-game, because I was experiencing lag because I'm literally not supposed to be flying around outside the map. That's in-game lag, that's on me. The lag I'm referring to is mainly stream, like, buffering. Buffering means that my internet can't keep up, it's being congested. Like, yeah, I think the I always come back thing, I'm pretty sure help wanted Steel Wool. Is help wanted Steel Wool?
Everybody still loves me, right?
Okay, well, I was mostly flying around, so I suppose that works. Because Steel Wool wasn't given all the information. When Security Breach was being made, they were under the impression that Afton was the mastermind. Like, you remember the original trailers for Security Breach, right? It actually had Afton's voice in one of them. The when I found you were nothing. That's Afton. But they obviously had to cut all that stuff out because they were told not all the information. So when they made Help Wanted, that line of "I always come back" is probably just another, because Princess Quest is not, it didn't come with the base game initially. It came out later. So that coming out later is probably a part of the their ignorance. They didn't realize. So that always comes back thing is immediately retconned. The Mimic has no reason to be saying that. Like, mimicking the one line that he says. Hold on a sec. I'm trying to think. That line only exists in Custom Night. There is no reason for the Mimic to know that. Because that's what he says to you when you die to him in Custom Night, right? Like, "I always come back." That's the line he says. That's one of his lines, but it's a line. So the Mimic couldn't possibly know that. That's just not possible. NAF 6? Was it? When you're recruiting him? Does he say it? You mean to tell me that the Mimic was in the shadows watching the... What is it called? Section 4? Right? Section 4? Ain't no way, bro. There's a lot Scott can say, but I will never believe that. He never knew that line. He didn't. Unless he just... Dude was in the walls, bro. I don't know when he would have said that. The only time I can think of is when you're recruiting them or interviewing them, because that's like the only time noise ever gets made from them. Then that's it. They just kind of just go off. I don't remember. FNAF 6 was so long ago.
Where are you?
Is that loud? That is loud. I had this issue before in my previous stream. Then again, I had a shitty mic at that time. It didn't even feel like it changed. What the hell? Now I can just hear the air conditioning in the background. Oh my god, I just remembered. There is another there has to be another security in Roxy's Raceway. I forgot. I imagine the Cassidy is too. I mean, if the Mimic... Here's the thing, right? If you take it, like, if you think about it from a different perspective, if the Mimic, if the route that Steel Wool and Scott decided to go was that the Mimic would just become, like, Afton, then it really isn't any different. The words of "it might as well be Afton" kind of just gets drawn as a conclusion. Like, sure, it's not him physically, but Bloody Valentine. I use Bloody Valentine as an example, because like Bloody Valentine is more of like a spiritual thing. In that horror movie, the main character, or the presumed main character, who's Eccleston, his character, the killer gets killed right in front of his face by getting shot several times in the back, and then the killer slumps over and lands right in front of him, and then cues a few years later, and Eccleston becomes the killer because the spirit of the killer like transfused into him, and every way to Sunday he acted, did, killed like in every perfect way, like the killer used to. Like, he became the guy, literally just became him. That is how I perceived it originally, was like the Mimic would just be Afton. At that point it's just literally him. I mean, he has, if he's been following all the events, then he would know all the information. He quite literally could steal his identity and become William, because he just knows everything. Like, if you had William's memories and then just started acting like William, you might as well be William, you know? There you go. But obviously they're not doing that. They're going their own way. I could have sworn there was... This is not really... This is like a receptionist area. Isn't there another area? I could have sworn there was like a beauty salon. Where was that? Nah, man. Oh, lag. See, now this is inside the game. That's all me right there. Where did I end up? I like teleported. Ah, here we go. There's the beauty salon. Now everything everything's coming back to me. This is like 40% of Ruin right here because of the dumbest thing ever. Like, this area stinks in Ruin, period. Like, you got mazes whipping around and going that way, and then you have the loser fake bunny following you around and trying to, like, almost cornering you in certain cases. That dude likes to show up at the randomest times. Right, I'm here for one thing. That. Alright. Is the initials there? No. Good. The one in the first one don't matter. I don't care about the first one. Because I'm trying to think of, like, when you're playing as Gregory, right? One of the very first things you ever do is you come across you go to the arcades. Sorry, no, you go to the music, use the music pass to go to the music floor. It's like very early, right? It's like almost impossible. Like you have to go there. Like you have to, because that's how you build the Roxy, the go-kart. Right? So tracing the steps of like generic run bad ending, Fazcade, you end up in Music Man's area, so he would have interacted with that machine. So that one is not on the list. It's just not on the list. So that is your, if wait, let me read that again. So that's streaming. So whenever you load a video on YouTube, you're like streaming that video through your network. Everything that's like that is streaming. Like if you're watching a Twitch video, like stream, you're streaming. It uses upload, not download. Download is different. Upload is like, explain this. If you had like 18 different people watching YouTube videos in your entire house and you only had like 20 megabytes of like upload, you would be buffering. Like your entire family would have issues. If multiple people, actually this is better. If multiple people were streaming on Twitch, right? The streaming takes upload. Then your network would get congested, and then all of you would blank out. Like you would just lose internet because it just can't keep up. So the more upload you have, the more you can stream. I'm pacing right now. The more upload you have, the more you can do things with your network. Say, because like download is a completely different thing. That's like, that is exactly in the name, download. Oh, right, this area. Yeah, I should check this area too. Gotta make sure, gotta get all the information in my brain. Gotta see if there's anything that clicks. Huh. Chica's Feeding Frenzy. You can play this one, right? But he doesn't have a high score in that one either. What's that about? Hold on a sec. You're Gregory. Why'd you fell off, dude? You completely fell off, man. That one's not even special. The ultimate battle theme for the dub. Yeah, which one? There's multiple. I mean, ultimate battle like super, like tournament of power, like ultimate battle. The one everyone tends to use for Ultra Instinct. Well, not Ultra Instinct, but where was I gonna go again? So, oh, I was gonna go visit. That's right. I'm gonna go visit the theater. Check out the hidden room, which is theater is
My hair.
kids area, right? Kids Cove. Right through here. The dub version, go the distance. I don't remember what that sounds like, honestly. Go do 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 do. Is that I'm just saying, I'm just mumbling it now. I don't remember. I'm thinking of the Japanese, that's probably why. The da version. Okay, can we render? Because I know that that is where it is. Like, it says banned. That I'm tripping, actually. No, it's definitely over here. It's in this, because this is where the thing is. Yes. This. And well, that's rendered in. This is where I need to be anyway. Am I tripping? No, this can't be right. Hold on. Why is the sensitivity so low? What? I'm gonna die, or I'm gonna die immediately. This is so stupid. This one is so weird. I remember I spent like 45 minutes, not even close to like an hour, doing this one. Stupid loser, son. You think you're hidden? Just get me out of here. New high score. Really? So it doesn't give you that like end score screen? Really? Seriously? What? I don't. Is it only in the normal? The normal arcades? I don't. Huh. Interesting. Get the... Guess I'm going down to the Bonnie area, because that's where that is. I need to... That might be a little too much speed. That might be a little too much. Fan service.
Why are you hiding from me?
People have always been like wanting Super Saiyan 4 to return to be like canon. And now that it is, it's like it's just kind of there, you know? The debate between Super Saiyan 4 versus Super Saiyan God is dead in the water for absolute certainty now. I mean, people probably still debate GT's version, but it doesn't really matter.
I'm not a loser.
The Daima's version is absolutely not that great. Doesn't really. I think it's just fan service. Bringing back an iconic form. Okay, so the render bug is back. That's great. Oh boy. This is... Can I teleport? Show coordinates? Maybe if I force the teleport. I'm pretty sure this is where it is. Yeah. Ah, never mind. I don't have to do that. Right. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, he's on the top of the leaderboards, huh? Dude doesn't exist anywhere. Dude's not anything. Dude, it's just generic screening, bro. GGY. Did they like update the game and like remove it or something? Am I tripping? Wasn't Gregory supposed to have the high score in every single arcade? You know what's great? In Into the Pit, there are arcade machines in Into the Pit. I'm also stuck behind a wall. That's awesome. And guess whose name appears in that game? That's right. GGY. Doesn't make sense, but it's there. I'm pretty sure it's there. I remember, I think. Pretty sure I saw the GGY initials on one of the high scores. Also, where am I? Oh. Some of these don't even show the credits or the high scores. You didn't really miss much, Marina. I've pretty much gone over everything. I think I've discovered all the security rooms. I looked at the Princess Quest high scores because I was using that originally as a basis for why. Because Gregory obviously wouldn't have played them, but now none of them seem to have been played by Gregory ever. So, okay. What am I gonna do? So it starts here. We got our Volume 3 ending card. Then we got William and Vanny. Then we got William and Vanny. William, Vanny, all the way to here. Wait. Another weird thing verse thing I saw is Goku with no arms, no legs, blindfolded, sick, tired versus Naruto. Oh my god. People really do anything to make Goku like the weakest or in order to make that make sense. So no arms. Yeah, all right. I'm about to wrap up. Anyway. Goku with no arms, no legs, blindfolded, sick and tired. If the sickness ain't the heart virus, then like if it's a common cold, I'm 27. Yeah, this was. Yeah, Mega, you missed it. To be fair, Mega, this wasn't anything important. This because I'm using Security Breach as my backgrounds. This entire game is just gonna be what I use as my backgrounds for the entirety of Volume 4. I'm tracing my steps within my own head in order to create the story because I can't continue because I need Ruin. This is the plan, okay? This is the plan. There's gonna be a live stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. You're gonna know this because it's gonna show up on my channel. There's gonna be a live stream at 6 a.m. I'm going to actually play Ruin, like actually play it, like not do this. I'm not gonna cheat and use. I mean, I am gonna fly around at certain parts because this is the only way to remove the absolute stupidity that is this flashlight, because I can't take a screenshot if the flashlight's there, because then you just see the flashlight, and then I'd have to zoom in the image, so that way I get rid of the flashlight, but I don't need to do that, because I can just go into fly mode. I also have to get rid of the kid, too. He also can't be in the shots either, to be fair. Take care, Marina. So, I'm gonna be playing through Ruin. And the reason for that is because there's like 3 things I care about. The digital, like, AR mode via Vanny's Mask. There's also the literal digital world within Monty Golf section of Ruin that I care about very much, and I need it. And then there's the certain screenshots. Sorry. There's probably 4 because I need the security nodes. The security nodes, the ones you unlock to set the stick man in the basement free. They're all really like these are aspects of Volume 4. So behind the scenes title isn't entirely wrong. It's literally behind the scenes. This is me doing the like skeletal work of the entire like Volume 4 pretty much. Like what you guys are going to see is like still images, obviously. What you're seeing now is me doing that. yeah. There's a lot of images to make. I've only made like 21, so I'll trace my steps, right? So you have Volume 3's ending, right? Right here. Well, not right here. It actually ends right over here with Vanny and William doing their little chase scene. But oh well, then it does cut between them, the animatronics and stuff. So you come from here and you go up the stairs. This is basically, this is stage Vanny and William. This is the chase scene. William tries to chase Vanny. This is a little much to be saying, but we come to here, right? This border right here. That path was 21 screenshots. That right there was 21 screenshots, or at least close to 20 screenshots. And I have the rest of the entire game to take screenshots of. There's also a screenshot right here, but this screenshot also happens to be in the AR mode because Vanny's talking here and she's talking to Glitch Trap. So I want her to be talking inside of AR mode, but the problem is this area in Ruin is full of debris. So I'm not gonna take a photo right here and then transition into AR if the entire area changes. I need something that looks relatively normal so that I can take a screenshot there and not like break the immersion, if you will, because Ruin's different. To be fair, William can teleport, but I have a reason for why he won't teleport. He can teleport via the, you know, relationship with Glitch, but I have there's a lot of things that I haven't explained, or, you know. If I had to like go from here to the next step after Vanny, it goes back down this way, right? Bunch of dialogue happens, then we get to here, then we get reenactment of, how do I make this as vague as possible? Also, I've lost my pudding. As vague as possible. A reenactment of the largest battle ever, 2, only with a different cast of characters. Happens right here. Then he has to. Then we come into the elevator. Then the elevator breaks, and we go all the way down. We go all the way down, and then we end up in the trash area, because that's my mind space. That's how I think about it. The elevator shaft just happens to go all the way down into the trash zone. If I can find it here. Yep, here we are. So now we're all the way down here. This is probably like 8 minutes in, I would wager. I don't know how long everything is gonna be. There's gonna be a lot of communication between the characters. Like, Henry is gonna be talking to William like throughout like most of the story. I might be putting a lot of spoilers here, but it's pretty vague. Like, you don't understand what any of that even means. But I can't do any of that yet because I'm going in a straight line. I don't want to just, like, I don't want to go straight to the end cuts, like the end screenshots. Like, the end screenshots, and just start doing them, because it's gonna take several months before I actually come back to look at those screenshots, and by then I'll just be like, okay, so how do I put this together exactly? If I just follow a straight line one after the other, it's just a lot easier and and I don't have to delay my like processing it. Does this area matter? Does this area matter? This is like to the Monty area, right? I never actually checked Monty, to be fair. Does Monty have a security door? Room? Yes, he does. Oh my god. Yes, there you go. That's the word I was looking for. If I fall, because like basically I'm gonna go through all of what I will make for so episode 1, which episode 1 will probably be like an hour long. Volume 4 is not long at all. It's like 4 episodes, but each episode is gonna be hopefully maybe an hour long. But so I got an hour long of screenshots, which is probably close to 1,000. Probably close to 500 plus. And then stop. Just that's where I stop it there. I do the episode, which means I make the episode. And then after the episode has released, then I go back to doing what I was doing. Yes, there is a security episode. Security office. The offices throughout the area. Probably 750. Yeah, there's gonna be quite a few. I can't really gauge it right now. 21 from that little tiny path sets the bar. And they're just like backgrounds, really, that I also then have to green screen every single interaction onto them. So it's not only like 500, 700 plus backgrounds, it's also equally as many, actually way more when you consider frame by frame. Before, most of my, I guess you can call it animations, most of the fight choreography, especially like Springtrap, right? That wasn't frame by frame. That was like every so other frame, like 2 to 3. Like the frames was like 1 to 3. It's 2 to 3 maybe. It wasn't even 1 to 1 to 1. I might try doing 1 to 1, but that means taking, it's like 700. There's a lot of characters. There's so many characters to juggle. Oh my god. There's like, I posted them on my channel recently. That's all the remade characters. Because you have the backgrounds and then the characters themselves. Then the characters have duplicates of themselves because of frames. When I do the animations, I do it a lot like people do sprites. If you've ever seen someone create sprite animations, it's kind of like after images, if you could say that. Basically, you already, like, you use the base pose, and then you have another version of the same character in a different pose, but is slightly different, and you center them on the area that they are currently set. Like, this is how I do walking. I put where the character will go, and then I put the beginning or the end frame for the walk to be on the same position of where their foot is. It's really weird. I can't explain it. I have no ability to explain it. But that's how I do it. I do it like after images, where it's like, because then I can understand better where to trace the poses. Like if you just throw a character on the screen, have them there, and then move them, and then take a screenshot, and then move them slightly to the left, take a screenshot, move them slightly to the left, take a screenshot, like you're making them walk. You can do that. It's a lot faster and just way easier. But like, if you want like the absolute perfect walk, you know. Well, I am glad I found that security office. I almost completely forgot Monty Golf had one. Not that it matters, because I know that this is a security node in exactly this position in Ruin, like right here, I think. This spot right here, a security node exists. It's either there or over here, maybe? Well, when I say security node, I mean the things that release the locks throughout the game that's MXE is based off of. Actually, I think there's one right here. it all has a purpose. And it's not because of the obvious purpose. Like obviously the security system in Ruin has a purpose. It releases a loser in the basement. That is a thing, but there's another reason that I'm using those for. Well, I think I'm done now. I haven't slept. I stayed up all night. So the stream will be 6 p.m. tomorrow. It'll be on the channel. This video was to test quality. Test quality to see if like there would be like buffers, because my upload is not very high. So I needed to make sure that I could, you know, stream the game for a long period of time and not have people just, you know, buffering in the background. The bit rate was one thing. I needed to make sure the bit rate was good. I haven't streamed since the last Security Breach live stream, which was like the only one. I needed to make sure, and I just titled it Chat and Chill Behind the Scenes Volume 4 because I know people are gonna ask things probably. Then again, I've been gone for a while, so. Yep. Ruin. Just looking. Continue. Can you play? Wait, is it possible to play through the chapters? No. I didn't want to do that. I could have sworn wasn't there a chapter selector, or am I tripping? Gregory is trapped in the pizzeria. Only you can save him. Fat chance of that. Jesus! Speaking of the stick man in the basement, there he is. There he is, right there. That's where that save is. Holy cow. Yeah, no thanks. It's not what I wanted. Yes, there is a chapter select. Why is there a... Yeah, that scared me. I wasn't expecting that. Then again, I got jump scared by Chica earlier because her AI actually works better than Roxy's. I was in camera. I was in free cam, and Roxy, I was literally standing still because I can't move in free cam. My body's Gregory's still there physically. So if the animatronics actually touch you, you'll get jump scared. But thing is, Roxy, she kept getting alerted by the security bots, but I was standing still and she just wouldn't care at all. Like, walked around me, kept saying, "I'll find you," even though she's literally looking right at me. I mean, I guess I wasn't moving, but they're supposed to go directly to where the alert happens. And she just kept missing. I don't know. And then Chica shows up randomly out of nowhere after the first 10 minutes and then immediately kills me. Like, I wasn't expecting it because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, but that's shattered, Roxy. She only listens to sound at that point. But the thing is, the alert system in this game is so broken. They literally do teleportation. I mean, that's how Chica got in, to be fair. Like, she was nowhere to be found, and then just popped in. Just said hello. Yeah, I wasn't moving, but the alerts were happening so frequently that she just kept missing. Like, how do you miss? Like, you're directly, like, the alert happened. Chica didn't even show up until like 10 minutes after this was going on. Like, I literally sat there and watched Roxy go round and round and round and round, and then eventually Chica showed up and just instant tapped me. Didn't even take a second. Just appeared and killed me. I mean, she stopped and like was processing information or something because she's like not exactly right in the head. But then she killed me. Yeah. All right. So, can't let this go on forever. This is it. I'm done for now. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. 6 p.m. Ruin. Take care.